Hello everyone and welcome back to Fablehaven, the Legend of Keeper's Soul Smuggler. We are halfway through the Gluttony banner, the Draconid banner that just so happens to have double Gluttony as our hyper carry. And as they're both level 4, I am pretty confident. Is that confident deserved? We're gonna find out today. Our team is absolutely disgusting, entirely reliant on the Mutt. And a few of our artifact choices have reflected that, for better or worse. I'm still mixed on my pick of the Bewitched Gloves. I do think the Horn would have been better, or even the Scaland Figurehead. But hey, let's work with what we've got. And we're starting today off with a champion encounter. As I said, I'm pretty confident, but we're going to find out real quick if that confidence is deserved. I am very confident. My confidence went from a solid 6 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. Very confident. Leading the charge, our champion to start things off today is the Innkeeper. Good old Sam. We haven't seen Sam in quite some time. And, he is going to attack the front with fire. And look who's here. It's Chad. The Chad himself. Oh, he lost a lot of elemental resistance, but he's a pretty thick boy. Now, the reason why I'm super confident is because the Innkeeper here has a minus 25% nature damage. And with the Bewitched Glove, well, Pride's going to do quite a bit. That was a 650. That's a lot. 650 is a lot. He is joined by the Scholar, who will also be attacking the front with fire. Pretty convenient that our front position can double resist. Pretty convenient indeed. And last but not least is the Hellbringer with her strange trait of doing multiple stuff. Now, it looks like poor old Pride is not going to get a second or a third turn. Or he is. Lives at 2. He is going to steal all of his buffs, but that, my friends, is that. Not bad. Not a bad start. Now, unfortunately, I didn't kill anybody. He lived at 7, but he gets to drink from... Oh, I did. Alright. Never mind. We won. GG. GG. None of our attacks here were great, but that's okay. Because this second room is going to get cleaned up so fast. So fast. Now, of course, we have the double support for Gluttony, the true hyper carry, the master of all. I had a thought, though. So the Dragon Soldier here, good old Nokrom, the way he works is that he provides additional power to the unit directly behind him. Right? That's how that works. But with Mott, oh, it looks like it. His power went down from 300 to 200. Fascinating. I was going to say, because Gluttony eats Nokrom, does that mean he doesn't get to keep him? But he does. Alright, lesson learned. So we have the Knight Meme Catcher. This makes Demoralization deal 200% physical damage instead of morale. Ironically, this could actually work with what we're doing. In quite the ironic twist. However, we're not doing a whole lot of morale demoralization anyway. Really? I mean, we have the Dragon Soldier, but that's pretty much it. Good old Death. Hello, Death. We're not really doing a hybrid thing at all. It could be amusing. He's also pretty tanky. And really fast. Or the Mouth Shutter. I think we're just going to take the Mouth Shutter. Silence could be pivotal. I also forgot to mention, the Growly is not the unit that Brian was referring to. So, I have given him a proper name of Wrathion, suggested by Lynn. Of course, Wrathion got quite the makeover in, what was it, a recent expansion? The last one? The one before it? In World of Warcraft, but he is still a young black dragon. And that's what good old Growly is. I'm not sure if we'll find the other unit, so if we don't, I'll point out what his name was and why it's absolutely ridiculous. And why it's so amusing. Unfortunately, my motivation is falling rapidly. We also don't have a whole lot of funds. Do I even want to go train somebody? We could get a level 4 Richard D. Pecker, and that's always just amusing. I don't believe we can level up KT, which would be ideal. I think we just take this YOLO. An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to a museum. 69. Well, let's crush him. Been a while since I've selected that option. So I think I'm going to take this YOLO, then hit the event for full motivation using tiers. And then hit the event again. We could hit this alchemist for money, though, which might be the play. How many tiers do I need? I need 20? Okay. So, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I want to go to the black market, don't get me wrong. But we need to restore our motivation. Our motivation. It was so low. And now, it's beautiful. Beautiful and full. We do get free soul fragments for the Undertaker, but because we're not really collecting any. Can I check how much I have? Somewhere? I have 6? Wow, what a glorious number. I'm just gonna YOLO. A young man manages to sneak up to you and threaten you with a rusty blade. His face streaked with angry tears, he seeks to avenge his family tortured and devoured before his very eyes. You can gently pat him on the shoulder and show him the exit. Amuse yourself with his suffering, or offer him as a gift to your employees. Well, we're not going to offer him, and we collect plenty of blood anyway, so we'll spare him. We'll harvest his tears. Now, we could hit this siege because, let's be honest, we have a few traps that are not useful to us in any capacity. It's basically Curse Prism and Mouth Shutter all day, every day. Every day. Do we even want to engineer? We could. How does the Mouth Shutter upgrade? I don't think I've ever actually upgraded it. Of course, its morale damage is completely inconsequential, so it's probably not worth it? I shouldn't say completely, just mostly. Only at level 4 does it give one more stack of silence. One more stack of elemental weakness is one more turn that I get to exploit it. Which isn't bad. I wish I had this. The Bag of Aeolus is only level 1. Even though it could be worth upgrading. I don't do a whole lot of air damage. Level 4, this goes to everybody? That's interesting. Didn't know that. Well, let's see what we can siege. Well, there's only one to pick here. We'll just YOLO. 2 of your employees have been caught red-handed brawling like 2 elves for a hairbrush. Will you be tough and suspend them for 5 weeks, or threaten them with a pay cut to be sure it will not happen again? You could always buy them a second hairbrush. We'll buy them a second hairbrush. Let us business trip. Hopefully it'll hit someone I don't need. The mirror isn't bad, but I'm definitely not sending out Pride. 100% not happening. I do like the restoration on Celestial. KT is helpful, but not necessary. Not necessary. And a bunch of tiers could be good. We don't know what kind of events we're hitting. That's also a lot of money. I like the money. Alright, we'll send out Celestial. Plunders are risky, because you never know what 3 groups you're going to get. So you know what? Let's just upgrade this. Sure. I do like the little orb. The Orb of Doom. Really? No. No relics? Well, middle is the hardest fight, but let's go ahead and fish for a trap that might indeed be useful. And I'm just going to swap the rooms for, I don't know, fun. Good measure? I don't know. Let's go YOLO something useful, shall we? My confidence remains at a solid 9 out of 10. Leading the charge is the Sage, who will attack the front with ice damage. And of course, our poor character here Noxtella is weak to ice, but I was hoping that I mean, just by the troll beer, it would be enough. Rathion is back here. I wanted to put the... What's his name? Nightbane here to support both of these characters, but ultimately I came to Rathion because Rathion can resist the air damage of the Mamluk and can silence the shitty shaman who is going to be healing somebody. Now with the bonus power and the Bewitched Gloves, good old Gluttony here is going to be devouring the siege. Unfortunately, that is as far as he's going to go, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, I'm going to be stacking this silence like crazy. 8 stacks of silence. Look at that. That beautiful synergy. Fire weakness is irrelevant. Well, we might be able to get something out of it. Okay, sure. We'll do fire damage. Why not? The shitty shaman doesn't like fire damage, but I don't like her. 11 stacks of silence. Yeah, that's amusing. That is amusing. The flaming sword. That was the entire reason, by the way. This room should be pretty self-explanatory, but it's because Kel'Thuzad is always going to feed good old Pride. No matter what happens. If he falls here, nope. Then he eats, and now we have an Anakin. Unfortunately, the summoned Anakin doesn't get dodged, but that's okay. That is alright. Poison Cloud. Yeah, sure, we'll take Poison Cloud. Just stack all the nature damage. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I could skip this week. Use my money at the trainer. I don't think I want to take another business trip. We're getting to the point of the game where we're nearing the end. If I send someone out for an artifact, they're not coming by the time we're done. But I could just get lots of funds again. I do like funds. You know what, let's upgrade the frog trap. I don't do that very often. One more stack of poison. Is that really worth it? Is that really worth it? Sure, why not? Why not? KT. KT. How does KT upgrade? Have I ever had a level 4 KT? Maybe. Alrighty. Level 3? Oh, both of his spells get upgraded. Level 4. Both of his spells get upgraded. If only Celestial was here. If only. That'd be cute. You know, technically Rathion is the new unit, so I probably should level him. That's kind of the condition we've been operating under. For a while. For a long while. Level 3 caps his damage. Level 4 gives him more resistance and health. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll go level 3. Level 3 Rathion. Then... Bork and Shad are also worth leveling. Unfortunately, we no longer have the funds to level KT. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Congratulations, Chad. That's not how that goes, but hey. Oh no. One of your traps didn't pass the last mandatory checkup. You can call a repair to come at your expense or send it for 5 weeks to the technical department who will fix it for free. If you have the appropriate artifact, you can of course repair it immediately. Now, I have never actually had this event pop up where I had the appropriate artifact. I don't know if I press repair here if I'm going to lose the Bewitched Glove. Losing the Bewitched Glove would be a tragedy. So I'm just going to send it. Also, I don't care about the electrical coil, so, you know, it is what it is. Tap the event. An enthusiast has tracked an artifact to you and would like to buy it for a very attractive price. He seems to carry other similar objects on his person. One of your employees will be able to steal one from him without him noticing. Good old one, But we're going to go ahead and refuse. I like the troll beer. This is the end. Oh. Oh. I should have just called it quit on week 24. Well, anyway, we're at the end, everybody. Welcome to the conclusion. I didn't realize these were that short. Well, I am pretty confident in our team. We're going to go ahead and swap-a-roo. Swap-a-roo. I definitely want Nevermore at the end. I want Celestial back. Where do you want to go, though? Where are we missing air resistance? We're not really. We're not really missing air resistance. I guess we can remove Richard D. Pecker? We'll remove Anakin. We've seen lots and lots of Anakin. We've seen so much Anakin. Alrighty. I think this will be fine. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. What dreadful champion will we face at the end of the Gluttony banner? Our last champion is the dreaded Druidess, a truly terrifying opponent. It will deal an unholy amount of nature damage. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? To everybody, but she will deal less damage based on the amount of debuff she has. However, she removes 3 stacks of each debuff at the start of her turn. She is joined by King Arthur, but what is a king before a god? And his dreaded assistant Merlin, who is named Elias, which isn't his real name. His canon name is Merlin. Just trust me on that. This fight is going to be tricky, and I have a lot of options to approach it. So the first option I took was in this first room. We could have, of course, used the Cursed Prism, which would have still counted as a debuff for the Druidess, and it would have let us do more damage to kill them faster. Instead, I opted for the Silence for 2 reasons. One, this prevents the dreaded Enchanter from shuffling, so we can place our team safely and confidently, knowing that we won't get screwed over. Secondly, this prevents the Enraged stack from King Arthur, who would normally do a ton of damage to us. Second option. Yong here. The Celestial. We could YOLO buff our team. We could also Thundercloud. I'm thinking Thundercloud, but I'm also thinking YOLO buff. With the YOLO buff, you could do lots of damage. You went really fast. But hey, you're going to one-tap him. Now, all I need is for Gluttony to survive, and y'all... Okay. That wasn't quite what I had planned, but that's okay. Does this still work? You know what, we're just going to silence him just in case. This second room is a little more peculiar. Oh, motherfucker, what? Alright, I might have to start over. That hurt a lot. Everything about this hurt. Why did he have -10? What? What was that about? Now, Gluttony is actually not going to do a whole lot of damage to the Druidess because he does nature damage, and she has a lot of resistance to that. It might be better for me to try and YOLO stun her. Nevermore's not fast enough to go before her. She's 75, he's 70. I guess we can see? We can try. See how much damage we do. Oh yeah, that hurts. He does almost as much damage with this. I think I'm gonna have to find a way for the first room to survive. Wow, I can't believe he lived again. Alright, take 2. Alright, I'm gonna try the other trap layout here with the Cursed Prism to reduce their elemental resistance, which means we're gonna let the shuffle happen, and the shuffle was perfect. That was exactly what I wanted. Now, the main thing I swapped is that KT is in the back, because I imagine everyone's going to die a painful death. This combo is disgusting. Yep. The reduced... Oh, that sucks. Major donkey balls. Oof. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I think I've come to the conclusion that I definitely need this silence. 100%. And I might have to ignore the Bewitched Glove. I'm gonna give it a few more attempts with the Bewitched Gloves because that's a... Bewitched Glove basically means one-tap King Arthur. Basically. Now, the layout here was a little different, and I don't think it's gonna make a huge... I wanted Mott to go first. Or go before Chad, because Chad was, of course, going to do his thing. Do damage, which would have procced the, you know, the Pa. This combination is so hard. What the fuck? Yeah, the elemental weakness plus... I might just need... I don't know if that's enough. We're gonna find out. YOLO. Nailed it. Wow. Nevermore's putting in so much stun, but unfortunately it's gonna get removed. I put the bag of Aeolus here to slow them.
You will soon join.
Oh, the stun remains.
Army.
Oh my god. Seriously? Why do you have so much armor? Alright, let's see if I consume this. Wonder how much damage I'm going to take. Oh, you still remove stun. That's some bullshit. And you know it. I might be able to make this. If I can do just a touch more damage, maybe? Next turn, the Enchanter dies? I don't know how we're doing here. I think I win. Yep, okay. Who would have thought that Damocles was our saving grace?
Can't rely on anyone these days. You gotta do everything yourself. Don't we?
Don't worry. Death is... And now I have a nice load of bodies for my army.
You cut yourself off there, Lord Cox. I thought we were going to get a discussion. Well, that's okay. That is the Gluttony banner. I mean, the Draconid banner. Concluded.
I've got more than one. Age brings experience.
You cut yourself off again. Bro. Bruh. Alrighty, we're going to reset the talent tree. Because, as mentioned, I want this. Hellgrip applies terrified. Because the next banner is the Neptunian banner. And would you look at this lineup, my friends? The Eternal Vacations is gonna be a vacation because we're gonna do morale damage. My favorite kind of damage. Now, there is, in the description down below, a poll. A poll to see what type of format you would like for the Ascension mode. The Neptunian banner is the final campaign banner. Well, it's the free LC banner, but the final... I don't even know what to call it. I guess we'll just go with campaign. The final campaign banner for every single master. Which means we're done. But once you complete all the banners, of course, there is the Endless mode and the Ascension mode. Endless mode I'm not overly interested in. As its name suggests, you just kind of go on forever. If you thought 43 weeks was long, how about 500? So I'm not overly interested in Endless mode. You can let me know if you are. But Ascension mode is a scaling difficulty. If you're familiar with Monster Train, it's like Covenants. If you're familiar with Erratus, it's like Eternal Harvest, although it goes up to 20 instead of 5. So we'll be checking out the Ascension mode after we complete the Neptunian banner. And I asked what kind of format you'd like to see it in. And the poll is kind of surprised me. So I will take the leading format, besides Follow Your Heart. That's there for people who don't really care. I will take the leaning format and we'll test it out on the Neptunian banner. So, make sure your voice is heard. You can also just let me know in the comments down below if you're interested. And, we'll see how it plays out. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Next time is the final banner of everyone's campaign. And I'm excited to see some new stuff. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, the monster that I mentioned a few times is the dreaded Old Big Maw. The guy we didn't get to see. How unfortunate. He would have been pretty useful in that last fight with his nature resist, but poor Old Big Maw doesn't get a chance to shine. Perhaps one day. Perhaps one day. The synergy we've been discussing with him. Launching behind the Old Big Maw gains 40% of his max life at the start of the fight. Hello? Well, anyway. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I don't know why I hit that. We'll see you next time.
Age brings experience.
Bye!